Is it really worth moving to Dubai? Well, in this video, I'm going to uncover how my story unfolded and what I learned in the past 3.5 years. The expectations of Dubai versus the reality are two totally different things. And what do I mean by that? You know, when you first move to Dubai, you become obsessed with one thing. You chase the money. You see the flashy cars, you see the flashy lifestyle, and you want it all right? It's like you got blinkers on. And it's okay. I think it's good. It can be motivating. But that can take a massive toll on your mental health, your stress levels, your anxiety. And then all of a sudden, the first thing you want to do is get back on that plane and leave again. Now, the reality of it is, after 3 years of living in Dubai, I went from wanting to live in a penthouse with a downtown skyline view, with a Lamborghini parked in the garage, okay, to actually having a nice, lovely little townhouse with a garden, which I water in the evening, and always what I want is peace and quiet. Now, the beauty of Dubai is this. You're able to design and build your life how you want, and it will change, okay? And as I said, the video of this topic is about, is it worth it? And the reason I'm making this video is because I know a lot of people come to Dubai or are already here and they have these same thoughts and they have these same challenges, but they don't know where they fit into this circle. Because Dubai, it's a small place, but it's also a very big place, okay? It feels bigger than what it is, but it's actually very small when you get to know that everyone knows each other, especially if you're in the expat communities, right? So my first bit of advice is this. If you do come here, try to steer away and obsess less about that flashy lifestyle and focus on more building yourself, building your skill set, figuring out how you can be the best version of yourself in this city. Because then I'm going to take you on to the next point. The ability to meet some incredible people and build something extra special. There are not many cities in the world right now where you can come to. You look all around you in Dubai, there's a lot of construction. It's so much growth, which just screams one thing. The city wants to grow. You know, Dubai is like a growing startup business. This metropolis that was built from the ground up was a vision of the sheikhs, and they built it with the intention to continue to grow it. This is why it's a tax-free haven right now. And so many people have different thoughts on it. You know, you'll get people in the UK that say, Dubai is just full of these, rich people who are escaping the UK. And I get it. I get why people are escaping. All right. I escaped. I mean, I traveled a lot before it got worse, but people are escaping from all over. But your ability, all right, to mingle and rub shoulders with some of the highest net worth people in the world. I'm not saying you're going to go and rub shoulders with people like the owner of Binance or like people on the level of Jeff Bezos. No, let's be honest. But I'm talking about high net worth individuals that are probably in the space that you're in too. But not only that, building friendships, building connections. I always say Dubai is a perfect place to have your base, set your business up, lay your roots down here, grow some income into the city, be able to purchase assets like real estate. Look at the local stock market, look at what stocks are available, look at what's happening. Dubai is a good place where you have that ability to grow and network. All right, I think it's very important. Now, moving on to the next point, I say this across all fields of your life: stack your wins, because in Dubai, all right, you'll have a very busy life. Okay, depending on what you do, you're going to be pulled around in many different directions. A lot of people are going to be doing new things. You can get sidetracked, blindsided. There's so much going on. Okay, so you need to track your wins and you need to stay accountable. Because if you don't stay accountable in Dubai, and you're just relying on yourself, you're going to get overwhelmed with the amount of pressure, again, where, let's say, it could be financially. Dubai isn't cheap. I mean, when I went back to the UK and Amsterdam, actually, in the summer last year, I did find that everyday transactions are quite similar in price points. But to live in a nice place in Dubai, you're going to be paying quite a lot of rent. You're going to be paying your bills. You've got to be paying your phone bills. And everything is just that slight bit more expensive. If you're going out for nice meals, you want to drink alcohol. All these things amount, and you can quite easily spend a lot of money. And last thing is the convenience of Dubai. I think it's amazing, okay, how convenient everything is, all through the apps on your phone. You can literally order anything in 15 minutes, meat, fish, eggs, bananas, bread, coffee. There are apps and 24-hour delivery drivers just zooming around Dubai, delivering stuff. Labor's cheap, so you're just constantly getting that access to stuff, which ultimately means that you spend more money because everything's so convenient. Imagine being in your home when I went back to Wales for Christmas, right? I would have never dreamed of getting anything delivered. I had to walk everywhere and hardly anything was open. Dubai, everything's open and everyone's delivering. So just be aware, all right? The pressure will build up. the overwhelming will kick in. But again, going back to the topic of the question, is it worth it? Well, after everything that I've said, it is worth it if you're willing to work for it. But just make sure you're staying accountable to yourself, keeping level-headed, staying straight shooting. Don't veer off. Don't run into the party scene too hard. If you do, that's fine if you're going for networking, but don't just fall on your knees, spend all your money, buy everybody's drinks, because I've seen it happen. People fall faster than you can imagine. So the overriding topic of this video is Dubai worth it? And my answer is this. Absolutely, if you are driven, you are hungry, you want change, okay? You've got some financial backing, you want to network, you want to grow your future, you want to excel your ability to grow your business faster. And who it's not for? People who are maybe insecure, they don't like the sun, somebody that's quite narrow-minded, doesn't want to network, someone that might get homesick, someone that doesn't quite feel confident around other people, all right, that wants to just stay indoors and not talk to anybody. There's a few more points about who I wouldn't say is a good fit for Dubai. And another one to mention is if you don't like flashy things and you don't like things where people are showing off, because you will see a lot of that. That's normal. You'll see cars, you'll see people in absolute iced out jewelry, you'll see people in fully branded Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Dior sets. If you hate that kind of stuff, you hate that materialistic stuff, well then, you got to get used to it. But also remember that you can very easily move away from that lifestyle. When I came here 3.5 years ago, to where I am now, two totally different types of people. One side of me wanted the flashy stuff. All I cared about was making, an effort to look, fancy. All right? And I was like that in Marbella too. Now it's all about black tea, Garmin watch, house with a garden, watering the plants, birds in the morning, crickets at the night, peaceful life. That's all I want. I still work very hard, but I just want a peaceful life. And I've built that, and it's definitely possible in Dubai. Doesn't mean it's just all about Lambos, Rolexes, okay, APs, cash. It's good. You want them things. Build your wealth, build your money, build your skill sets, and do what you want with it. And I'm just giving you this explanation that there's many different sides to Dubai, and it's up to you if you want that kind of stuff. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.